Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Strawberry Tarot LLC. I'm back at it again with the readings and the vibes. I am doing 2021 in review for the zodiac signs. We are getting messages from our higher self, our lower self, and we're actually also exploring how these lessons could be applied moving forward. I spoke a little bit about I spoke a little bit about what came to me as I was drawn to these messages in the other videos, and it was just spirit communicating to me about how we're in this reaping season, and the seeds that we've planted in the last karmic cycle are springing, and we are manifesting, what we've sown right in front of us. And spirit is wanting us to be on a path of authenticity at this time. Like, we should all be on a path of fulfilling our soul's purposes at this time. That's what the Most High God and our spirit teams want from us. Like, we should all be in alignment with the truth of who we are. We should be putting action behind fulfilling our purposes in this space and time. We should have already cut ties with circumstances, situations, relationships, connections with people who restrict us, who hinder us, who don't support us, who don't make us feel valued and seen. Like, anything that was hindering you from being in alignment with your true authentic self, that is something that you should have already cut off and be done with and moving forward. And I have these messages for us to really make our next move our best move. And this next season of our life is going to be a season that we maximize and get the most from, because we're in our healthiest space and in alignment with our highest good. So that's what we're doing, okay? 2021 in review. This is going to be for Gemini. Let me do some sound clearing and then we can jump into the message. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. We relaxing, allowing spirit in the room. All right, for Gemini, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors. 2021 in review for your Gemini collective. What was the lesson of their higher selves? What was the lesson of the higher self for your Gemini collective, spirit? What was the lesson of the higher self for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. In review for Gemini. What was the lesson of their higher selves? Thank you so much, Heavenly Mother and Father, guardian angels, and ancestors. This is for your Gemini collective. 2021 in review. Okay, so we cut the deck. Gemini, the lesson from your higher self. 2021 in review. What was the lesson of the higher self for Gemini? 2021 in review, spirit. Thank you. Holy shit. We got the 5 of Earth. I don't like it. I don't like it much at all. The 5 of Earth is very disruptive. It's very consuming. It's like being devoured by our darker side. It showed up in the Capricorn reading I just did. Capricorn reading got super dark as well. So let's see. What was the lesson of the lower self for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors, please show me what was the lesson of the lower self for your Gemini collective. Show me what was the lesson of the lower self for Gemini, spirit. Okay, we cut in the deck for Gemini, the lesson of the lower self. Gemini, spirit. What was the lesson of the lower self for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. Thank you, spirit. I have the 2 of air in reverse. It did show up in reverse. Bottom of the deck, it's the 8 of fire. Explosions. Okay, so shuffling, I've noticed in these readings, take a little bit longer than usual, but the shuffling is always worth it. So for these messages, so if you stick around and bear with me through the shuffling, I'm sure you'll get what you need, and I appreciate you. Let's clarify the Five of Earth for your Gemini collective. A lesson from their higher self. 2021 in review was the Five of Earth. What is the Five of Earth for Gemini? Clarify this Five of Earth for Gemini spirit. Thank you so much. What is the Five of Earth as their lesson? Oh, the Devil. Somebody is completely consumed by their lower nature. What is this? Temperance in reverse. Clarify the Five of Earth. What is the Five of Earth as the lesson of the higher self for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. What is the Five of Earth for Gemini spirit? I have the Nine of Wands. What is the Five of Earth and the Knight of Swords? So somebody is a wounded warrior and something was revealed to this person. This person could have gotten some information, some type of communication where they found out the truth about something, and whatever this truth was, or whatever they were told, or whatever they found out, is something that is making them extremely angry, wanting to charge ahead and take some sort of action. What is the Two of Air reversed as the lesson of the lower self for your Gemini collective? Two of Air in reverse, the lesson of the lower self. 2021 in review for Gemini spirit. Clarify the Two of Air in reverse for Gemini. The Ten of Wands. So some type of heavy burden. The Two of Air is like the Two of Air is like the Two of Swords, but it looks like this in my Orisha deck, which looks like two swans coming together and they're forming like hearts. So it gives me like union vibes. Clarify the Two of Air in reverse as a lesson of the lower self. 2021 in review for Gemini spirit. What is this Two of Air in reverse for Gemini? Lesson of their lower self. The Page of Wands, some type of good news, new beginning. Clarify the Two of Air reverse, Gemini. The Empress. But the Two of Air is here reversed. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot reverse. Oh shit, I don't know what this is. Okay, Gemini spirit, please show me, how could these lessons from their lower selves and their higher selves be applied moving forward? Please show us for your Gemini collective. 2021 in review. How can these lessons from their higher and lower selves be applied moving forward for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. How can these lessons be applied? Gemini collective 2021 in review. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we cut the deck. We get the Chrome and the Star. So how do we apply these lessons of the lower self and the higher self moving forward for Gemini spirit? How can these lessons be applied moving forward? Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. How can these lessons be applied for Gemini moving forward? And the Four of Wands. This is interesting, very interesting. Something about a union with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. What is the Ten of Cups? Gemini 2021 in review. I have the Ten of Cups for how they can apply these lessons. Spirit, clarify the Ten of Cups for your Gemini collective 2021 in review. Clarify the Ten of Cups for Gemini. The Hanged Man. Clarify the Ten of Cups as how these lessons could be applied from their higher and lower selves. 2021 in review for Gemini. What is the Ten of Cups, Spirit, for Gemini? The the Chariot in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands for your Gemini collective? 2021 in review. Clarify this Four of Wands for how these lessons of their lower and higher selves can be applied. For Gemini, 2021 in review. Somebody was stubborn, took too long. What is this Four of Wands for Gemini? The Tower reverse. But now they don't want to let this go. What is this Four of Wands? What is the Four of Wands for how these lessons could be applied? Gemini. The Four of Wands for how. Thank you, Spirit. Justice is in the reverse. It came out sideways and pretty much in the reverse. So let's get into it. The Five of Earth, Gemini, talks about being completely consumed by a lower nature. Or stop, Liza. The Five of Earth talks about a full retreat for not learning the lesson of life received. So some type of, I'm hearing like spiritual fire being thrown into, like a spiritual fire due to not trusting your intuition or listening to your intuition, not learning the lessons that your life and your circumstances was trying to teach you in the past. Fire and lava destroy all chances that you may take the ascending path again. Serious economic loss, unemployment, dark and morbid thoughts, even in business. Your spirit has darkened. A vampire force has absorbed your energy. Loneliness is in your way. Clarifying that I have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, somebody who endured a lot. Right before the Nine of Wands is, right after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is being completely burdened. So somebody is showing up completely consumed by their lower nature, not learning the lessons received in the past, and experiencing some serious economic loss, some form of employment, having dark thoughts, even in business. Your spirit has darkened. Clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Swords. After finding out something, let me see. Spirit, please show me more. The Ten of Swords is here. Let me see if I can get a little bit more information on this Knight of Swords as the lesson of the higher self for Gemini. What is the Knight of Swords as the lesson of the higher self for Gemini, Spirit? The Six of Cups reversed and the Ten of Swords. What is the Knight of Swords for Gemini 2021 in review? Temperance in reverse.
What about me?
Temperance in reverse talks about impulsive and unwilling to delay gratification, the desire for instant results and immediate pleasure at a cost. Living life as if there is no tomorrow, feeling disillusioned. There is a dull disregard for the long-term consequences of your actions, causing unhappiness and imbalance deep down. Consider what needs to be pruned and consciously released, allowing you to move ahead and bring renewed purpose to life. Feeling impulsive and impatient, being stuck, not planning for a future. Life feels out of proportion. Regain some stability. Consciously release what doesn't serve you anymore. So somebody is being stubborn and not learning the lessons about instant gratification. And somebody is showing up with this Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, and the Knight of Swords. I'm getting real heavily that somebody was caught cheating. Definitely. Somebody was caught cheating, or somebody was cheating with this Five of Earth here, being completely consumed by your darker nature. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Somebody could have even contracted an STD from this situation, but somebody else found out about this infidelity, and it looks like it caused an ending. Definitely caused an ending in Ten of Cups situation. This could have been children involved in this. I'm seeing an Empress here on the table. The Empress is the most powerful feminine energy in the deck. She is all four of the queens put together in one. She's very nurturing, independent, loving. The Empress is everything. With the Page of Wands here, somebody wants to come in and offer this Empress, this same person from the past, whoever this person was, Gemini, for you, whether you're the person who was unfaithful or who was unable to delay this gratification. When I hear that, like in relationship to the other cards that I'm seeing, this is just someone who was tempted sexually and who committed some form of infidelity in a high level relationship connection. Like this was a soulmate connection. This was somebody who was in a relationship with an Empress. Somebody gave into temptation and cheated, messed around with somebody and contracted an STD, and now they want to come in and give it to this Empress. That's what I see here. That's just that on that, and I'm not going to question myself about it. I have the Two of Air here in reverse as the lesson of the lower self. The Two of Air in reverse talks about disloyalty, weakness of purpose, disagreements, lack of communication, hot-headedness, and a certain degree of violence, being suspicious, and pay attention to your environment, restate facts that seem ambiguous, demagogic acts and gestures. So like I said, somebody was completely consumed by their lower nature. They weren't learning the lessons of life that life was trying to teach them. They got and manipulated and bamboozled somehow into having some type of sexual interaction with somebody who gave their ass a STD, period. And they probably gave that STD to this Empress. This Empress found out because the Empress went to the fucking doctor and found out that they had, with this Page of Wands, the Page of Wands talks about good news, good communication, passionate beginnings, and opportunities. But the way that I'm seeing it and what my eyes keep getting drawn to is this wand with this shit growing out of it. Like that's what I see here. This may not be a reading for everybody. It may be very specific, but with this Two of Air showing up here in reverse as disloyalty, because we're talking about lessons of the higher self and the lower self, being completely consumed by a lower nature, so much so that, like, let me go back to that. So this is full retreat for not learning the lesson of life received. Fire and lava destroy all chances that you may take the ascending path again. Liza, you about to go to bed, because I already told you in my last video, if I had to say anything else about you whining and doing too much while I'm recording, that you was finna go to bed. So is that what you want? Go in your room and play with your toys, find you a picture to color or something, but stop whining and interrupting me while I'm working. Goodbye. Because you want some attention or you want something that does not even belong to you. Goodbye. Sorry about that, y'all. But this is just not good. This person that did this, that was tempted and ended up messing around with somebody, like, I get frustrated because it's like you were in a connection with an Empress. Like, clearly you weren't ready for this relationship. Clearly there was some healing and growth that needed to happen before you enticed this Empress with this connection. And now you're here completely consumed. Your spirit has darkened. A vampire force has absorbed your energy. Loneliness is in your way. You're showing up completely consumed by the darkness, showing up as a wounded warrior, passing around STDs. Like, what is this? This person, you're upset with whoever it is that gave you this STD, but the problem with that is you can't blame nobody but yourself, because you were unable to delay instant gratification in this situation to begin with. You were disloyal, so you got what you get. That's what happens. That's the lesson of the higher self and the lower self. When you don't discipline yourself and you are tempted by your lower nature, and you give in and you pick up diseases and you take them to your empress because you were disloyal, that's how that lesson manifests from your higher self not being disciplined, manifests into your lower self. Now you have lost out on this empress, because I'm seeing here how you can apply this lesson moving forward. The 10 of Cups is here. Yes, that's ultimate wish fulfillment in this lifetime. Family, like everything, the emotional fulfillment, all 10 cups are here. But the Chariot is here in reverse, and the 8 of Wands is here in reverse. The Chariot talks about unstoppable forward movement, fast movement forward. The 8 of Wands, fast communication, and movement in a positive direction, moving forward. Both of these are showing up in the reverse. This whole situation put a halt, a complete ending to this 10 of Cups situation. Your ultimate emotional wish fulfillment in this lifetime, you lost that. Then we have the 4 of Wands here. The 4 of Wands is like a twin flame. This could have been your twin flame, your divine partner, the person that God sent you here to fulfill like your life purpose within this lifetime. The 4 of Wands talks about reunion. It talks about union, celebration, like it's everything, redemption. But underneath that, clarifying the 4 of Wands, I have the Tower reversed and Justice reversed. Like, this person, whoever did this, whoever was tempted and was unfaithful and picked up an STD, is the person who doesn't want to let this tower fall and don't want to let this justice come in. The Justice card shows up when there's been some form of injustice in the past. Justice is here in the reverse because of the fact that you were deceitful, you messed around, and you brought in a disease to this empress. Like, what the fuck? Ew. This is over with. Like, this is the lesson that you have to learn, because this 10 of Cups situation, it's over. It's like a complete halt. That whole thing came to a complete halt, a complete end. This is completely like done. It's over with. There's no forward movement for this 10 of Cups situation no more. And this person is trying to hold on to it and not allow this tower to fall. But this tower, it has to. There's no other way around it. There's no way around it at this point. Holding on to it, postponing it, like it's like delaying the inevitable at this point. This connection is over. This empress needs to move on from this situation. Like I said, the Fool here in reverse. No new beginning, nothing. This is over with. Spirit, please show me how this lesson of the higher self and the lower self can be applied. Your Gemini Collective 2021 in review. How can this lesson be applied, Gemini? Okay, so we have bathe in divinity. His coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. And we have patience is its own reward. Your crown. You crown the year with a bountiful harvest. Even the hard pathways overflow with abundance. So bathe in divinity and understand, like, at the end of the day, this tower and this justice, this has to happen. This is divine orchestration. We don't have any say-so over situations like this. When it's time for this to come in, the tower and justice, you don't really have no control over this at this point. You made your decision, and this is what comes along with your decision. The best thing that you can do for yourself is bathe in your divinity, accept it for what it is, allow the truth to set you free, and be patient as God works in your life to help you pick up the pieces from this situation. Because that's all that you can really do. You can't hold on and hide and run and cheat and run away from karma like it's coming. There's no way that you can, there's nothing that you can do to avoid this. The best thing that you can do is just admit where you were wrong and allow that truth to set you free. Give this empress that truth that she really deserves, you know, so that she can move forward in her life and get what she really deserves and what the Most High God has for her. A lot of times in life, we delay shit because we don't want to hold ourselves accountable for making the mistakes. But you cannot delay shit. Like, all you do is prolong the inevitable. It's inevitable. Okay, so that's the message I have for you guys, Gemini. Moving into your next season. I know this is a tough time for some of you. Just keep the faith, surrender, let that truth set you free, and ask the Most High God for divine intervention in your life to help you get things back in order and back on track. You know? I love you so much. If you resonated with the energy of the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time. Peace, love, and light.